Very random thought. So, you know, like when you're experiencing a good or a service, something goes a bit wrong, and you complain, and they take it seriously, and they do something for you that makes your position better than if you know, had never suffered the problem in the first place. So you're put in a position that you're like, oh, just as well that problem arose, because now look at this great position I'm in. And then you respect the person, you respect the company, and in your subconscious you're like, that's a good company, I'll do business with them again. How is that not like easy for everyone to grasp? Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
You don't need to phone anyone! No, just leave me alone. I've got my mental health work. I'm being tired now. I'm being tired. I don't need this. I don't need this.
You won't believe this guy. So, chatting to a cop, nice guy. He actually looks a lot like a friend of mine, Saj, from down in London. And he goes, oh, Charlie, just so you know, that Starbucks on the corner of Market Street and Piccadilly, they've been receiving dozens of phone calls from your viewers, complaining, saying how bad they are. And he goes, you know what, Charlie, like, they say it's harassment, blah, 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 blah. And he actually says to me, he goes, do you think you might go in there and apologize to them? And I just let that linger like a bad fart. So I explained to him again why I was talking outside the store, and I said to him as well, like, no one should be responsible or apologize for the actions of other individuals. Now, that store, did they deserve some phone calls after how they treated me? Maybe they did. So for everyone that's, you know, showing that kind of support, thank you. And I got the cop to understand that there's no world in which you apologize for retaliating when someone tries to humiliate you. Some people getting a bit concerned about the last video with the whole Jesus Christ Christianity. Bible bash, Bible bash. Right, here's how I see it. Here's my metaphysics, shall we say. There is one individual in the entire universe, and it is the self. And it splits trillions of ways in order to not suffer the eternal angst of only being the self. All your family, everything that you care about, it's not real, it's a figment of the Godhead's mind. So, we need noble lies like we tell children about Santa Claus, about the Tooth Fairy. A noble lie is a religion, because the first thing you need to do is be humble if you want to stay mentally sane. Don't know if there's any other kinds of sane, it's all mental, isn't it? If you want to stay sane, you have to be humble. Otherwise, you'll feel that eternal angst. So what you do is you disassociate. The noble lie, you're not God. That's a noble lie. You're not God. God is there. You're little thing. So respect that, behave yourself, and treat everyone else because God's watching. That's the noble lie. No disrespect to anyone that thinks religions are absolute objective truth, but it's not called the greatest story ever told for nothing. And that doesn't have any issues with me. I was trying to express it yesterday. It's all an allegory. It's all a metaphor. It's all beautiful. Oh no, it's easy listening guitar jazz man. Okay, we're on the beat with Greater Manchester Police. They are continuing Operation Perseus. Now what's interesting here, you've got the triple bowler hat. It's 3 women police constables, so it's a softer touch. Now here's the money shot outside Burger King. Be nice if they could all walk together. Oh well. Behind me, this was where Manchester's famous Berlin Wall was here. And you'll have seen it in my videos and on the news. Someone had written in red on it, "The North is not a Petri dish." And I did my usual rant about it's a bigger problem than North versus South. Well, it's gone. And in one of my videos, there's a small chunk of it where they've copied "The North is not a Petri dish." But now, all people will remember is "The North is a Petri dish." Man, I'm quite worried. Some of the face masks you see around here, it's like you just don't know. What the? Sir, have you got your face mask on, please?
I don't have to answer questions.
You don't have to answer questions? No. You are being detained.
Okay.
The grounds, section 33 of the Terrorism Act.
43.
43, and my grounds are, I'm very suspicious because you're just a man walking around without a face.
Detained?
You are being detained.
Okay.
Okay, now, when you just pause it. Okay, so you're being detained. Don't try and run away. And we better stop it. People will think I'm a cop, let's stop us. As you guys are aware, the world's supply of adrenochrome is running very low, and a fantastic treatment for the elderly vampires in the upper echelons of political and financial power is a great treatment for them is the blood of young people. Now, you can distill the blood of young people down to get all sorts of chemicals out, adrenaline, endorphins, but above all, what they crave to stay looking human, to stay looking young and powerful, is adrenochrome. Now here you've got the National Health Service, which is very busy testing, tracking, saving lives up and down the country. It's nice to see that on Market Street they have a small dedicated team of red blood cells. Is that what they are? Red blood cells? Yay. Nice that they have some branded people here to collect as much blood as possible, because it's been difficult during the lockdown to get the blood of young virgins, but they're here to get it. Corporation Street, it's a red post box, not a phone box, as I mistakenly said in another video. But anyway, look at these nice adolescent trees bursting through. There's a nice symbol there. Try and hold you down with some artificial resin gravel. Nah, you burst through. And if you come to this tree's doing even better. This tree's going through puberty. Look, you can see its little hair starting to show in its crotch. Look at that. What I want to know is who put grass seeds down here? I always like animal graphics on food things that are delighted to be slaughtered and eaten. It just makes me laugh, like, especially the bull. He's like, yeah, go on in, guys, eat me. Just behind me there's a mother looking after her son, and he's a cheerful guy, but he looks like he requires a little bit more assistance than, say, other people. And she is the most cheerful, happy, loving person. She got his jacket on, cuddled him, checked his hair, and he's talking about some comedian he watched on TV last night, and she's listening to him and obviously taking him out around the Christmas markets in Manchester. I just love to see people looking after other people. It's more true than truth. There's some proper Americana for you, an Airstream aluminium trailer caravan, and it's been turned into a Greek restaurant that sells halloumi fries, which I think we will partake. Big up the Greece, big up the Greek history, big up democracy, big up civilization.
Hello, good morning. Well, this reminds me of the Nuremberg Trials. where the fascist government, the German people, that did atrocities to fellow human beings.
This is at the Nuremberg Trials, the
Nuremberg
Gestapo.
Trials of the Gestapo, yeah.
Yeah.
When it came out, how did you manage to get the majority of the German people to support you on these atrocities? And it came out as a fact that they ruled by fear. And I believe that this COVID is ruling by fear. The same again. And my father was on the beach at Dunkirk, and them lads that went over the top,
Yeah.
I think they'd have thrown the towel in now if they knew what was going on in this country.
And you know what's funny, Warren? I saw someone saying a question: should the unvaccinated be allowed out to travel? Now, replace the word unvaccinated with Jew, and we're back in World War II, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we're not. You see, they can't cure the common cold yet. It's gone on for years. This. I have sniffs and colds and what have you, and I get on with life. I get on with it. That's part of the living, and it's a bonus for me to wake up every morning at my age, by the way.
How old are you, by the way? Just
I'm 83 years of age.
You're not 83.
I'm
Are you 83?
Years of
I
age,
thought you were
yes.
like 70s,
Oh,
maybe.
thanks for that compliment, but that'll get you nowhere.
Warren Bates, 83.
Yeah, that'll get you nowhere. But as I said, it's experience, and unfortunately, we're not being told the facts, and it's profits before people. And I'm sorry, it used to be people before profits, and it's all gone because it's all controlled by the politicians, all parties that have had no experience about poverty, illness, NHS and anything. And it's a shame what's happening to my country. And before I go, it's a bonus to wake up every morning, actually.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic, Warren. Thank you very much again. Always a pleasure to bump into you and get your
A
insights.
pleasure to meet you, sir.
If only we could all just be good people and love one another and be gentle to the fact that life is very hard and we have to make our own meaning. There is no meaning inherent. We have to make it. That's hard. My queen. My wife. My love. This is I think it's a Facebook. It's like a media group called On the Tools. They have a microphone with the yellow thing that says On the Tools. Hello. How are you guys? What outfit are you guys with? On the Tools. That's like the construction thing off Facebook, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice one. Cheers. I'm filming just them and the background and.
Hello.
Is there a problem? No.
It's a bit camera shy.
You're a bit camera shy. I'm a YouTuber. Say hello to my viewers. Guys, when you're in public, it's all, the photons belong to everyone. The photons belong to everyone, bro. Man in the brown backpack comes up to me, can I ask you to delete the footage? I'm like, no. Anyway, this African gentleman, the original African, he was nice. Subscribe to the original African. The lady's telling me something else now. What's up? I can't believe why people get so stressed. Just people walking around collecting photons. What's the problem? It's what you guys are doing. You need content, I need content, everyone wins. You with a swept back hair, you know you're too cool for school. It's a sign of insecurity. You're insecure about how you appear. And you try and like make other people feel uncomfortable by being too cool for school. You're hiding how scared you are. Don't be scared. Everyone's equal. People like me, I'm a fucking outcast. Like, it's like I'm there on the outside looking in, or I'm like that little guy who lives in the fridge. And when you open the door, the little light comes on. Oh, hey! But then you get what you want, you close the door and the light's off. Always an outsider. Always trying to interact with people, be friendly, be part of the action. Just met another YouTuber called The Original African with 40,000 subs. Nice guy. But the people he was with, asking, like, I'm just fucking filming out and open, being nice, like, oh, can you delete the footage? And then they get arsey with me. Like, people are unsure about me. They don't feel comfortable about me. My presence around them puts them on edge. But then, the people that watch my channel, the people that hold my hand and tell me they love my videos and that they're inspired, you guys are different. All I'm saying is normies versus thinkers, aren't I? Really? Now they're telling us everything's going to be closed down until March, April, maybe going into 2022. They're saying now. Of course, it took Boris Johnson. What a failure of a man. He's got no leadership left in him. Poor guy. Scumbag. But anyway, they managed to turn happy hour into miserable year. I didn't know. Today is World Human Rights Day, but you know, every day is something day. Pancake Day, Armpit Day, Pink Brassiere Day, World Human... So it says it right. It's World Human Rights Day in Xinjiang province in China today. It's World Human Rights Day in the Amazon rainforest today. Even in Idlib in Syria, it's World Human Rights Day. And even in Ecatepec, Mexico, it's World Human Rights Day. Now, you don't expect me to walk away from this without calling it bullshit. It's good to have human rights, but to be given human rights by a bunch of flesh and blood fellow humans who are deciding whether you have value or not. You know what it reminds me of? Reminds me of zookeepers deciding, well, the animals do need a nicer enclosure. We might make a bit more cha-ching, cha-ching. If the animals are comfortable, they'll reproduce. We'll call it a ecological habitat saving program. They'll still be in a cage, but they'll have rights.